Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for real-time developments on the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. Today's update could be one of the most critical episodes we've ever shared, with both currencies experiencing rapid upward movement. Questions are swirling. Could this finally be the exchange opportunity so many have been waiting for? If you're holding IQD or VND, this moment might define your financial future. Let's walk through the facts, trends, and actionable steps so you can stay one step ahead. The Iraqi dinar has been showing signs of strength we haven't seen in years. Over the past several weeks, the IQD has surged in value against the US dollar, prompting speculation that we may be witnessing the final phase of a full-scale revaluation. Driving this momentum are several factors: rising oil revenues, tighter fiscal management by the Iraqi government, and renewed global interest in the country's economic trajectory. Combined, these developments are pushing demand for the dinar upward and fast. For long-time holders, this could be the moment they've anticipated for years. Vietnam's dong is on a parallel trajectory. The Vietnamese economy has experienced massive growth thanks to rising manufacturing, an expanding export sector, and a strong influx of international investment. Over the past year, Vietnam has established itself as a major production hub, especially in technology and textiles. The outcome? The Viet Ninh has gained significant traction, drawing interest from investors worldwide. Stronger dong means greater returns for holders, and right now, both VND and IQD are under the spotlight like never before. What makes this moment especially noteworthy is that both currencies are climbing in tandem. This kind of dual movement is rare and has sparked serious conversation in both financial and diplomatic circles. Some experts are suggesting that this may be part of a coordinated recalibration of global currencies, a theory that's been discussed for years but rarely supported with real-time movement. While this doesn't guarantee a global reset, what we're seeing now seems far from coincident. The numbers tell their own story. If you've been waiting to exchange, you're likely watching this unfold with great interest. Banks are starting to offer improved exchange rates, and some financial centers are already requiring appointments due to high volume. That's a major indicator of real-time demand. Investors aren't just holding, they're moving. This momentum suggests that the current exchange window may be the most favorable one we've seen in a long time, if not the final one at these levels. On the ground in Iraq, the government is actively pushing infrastructure projects, expanding oil field operations, and launching new tourism initiatives. These steps aren't just cosmetic. They bring in real foreign currency and build trust with global financial markets. Simultaneously, Iraq's central banking system is working closely with international partners to modernize and stabilize the nation's financial institutions. These steps are helping reframe the dinar as a credible, stable currency, and for those who invested early, it could mean substantial returns. Looking toward Vietnam, the story is just as compelling. The nation has rapidly grown into a leading supplier of affordable electronics and manufactured goods, attracting massive foreign direct investment from the US, Europe, and Asia. Vietnam is no longer considered emerging, it's now recognized as a solid, stable player in Asia's economic landscape. As confidence builds, so does the value of the dong. Long-term holders of VND could soon be looking at serious gains. So, what does this mean for someone holding either of these currencies? If the current trajectory continues, many investors could be sitting on significant assets. Those who purchased IQD or VND at low rates are now seeing their value multiply. Some are even reporting double or triple returns compared to just a year ago. While no one can guarantee how long these rates will last, current indicators suggest that this is a narrow window that may close as quickly as it opened. Timing is everything. While many speculate whether this is the final chance to exchange at favorable rates, one thing is clear: demand is surging, and delays could cost you. Exchange centers in various regions have started reporting restrictions on how much currency can be processed per customer. That kind of limitation typically only occurs when institutions are bracing for rapid, large-scale activity, If you've been on the fence about preparing, this is your cue to get organized. To fully understand what's driving the current momentum, we need to examine a few foundational factors, starting with oil. For Iraq, petroleum exports remain the backbone of national revenue. With global oil prices trending upward, Iraq's earnings are surging. Every additional barrel sold at high rates means more US dollars entering the country's reserves. This inflow strengthens the dinar not just symbolically but structurally. With new oil contracts signed and expanded production efforts underway, projections indicate billions more in revenue for Iraq in the coming months. The stronger the economy, the higher the likelihood of a sustainable rise in currency value. On Vietnam's side, it's all about industrial strength and trade dominance. The country has positioned itself as a global manufacturing giant. Tech companies, apparel brands, and supply chain managers from around the world are now establishing production hubs in Vietnam. Why? Low labor costs, political stability, and efficient export infrastructure. The result is a steady pipeline of foreign money boosting the Vietnamese economy. With each trade agreement signed and each factory built, the case for a stronger dong becomes more compelling. Currency appreciation doesn't happen in a vacuum. It follows credibility, and Vietnam is earning that daily. Another factor to consider is the role of inflation and investor sentiment globally. In places like the United States and Europe, inflation has diminished purchasing power, shaking consumer confidence and weakening the dollar's stability. In contrast, countries with rising productivity and healthy foreign reserves, like Iraq and Vietnam, become increasingly attractive to global investors. When confidence shifts, so does capital. And when large amounts of capital begin to flow into new markets, currency values respond quickly. That's exactly what's happening right now. So what should you be doing today to stay ahead? First, review your documentation. Make sure your IQD and VND holdings are stored securely, ideally in their original envelopes or accompanied by receipts showing proof of purchase. Second, get in touch with your bank or a licensed exchange center. Confirm whether they currently process IQD or VND and ask whether they require appointments, identification, or additional paperwork. Some locations may impose limits during high-volume periods, so knowing what's needed in advance could save you a major headache. Next, track the rates daily, but do it wisely. Don't fall into the trap of checking every 5 minutes or believing every rumor you see online. Stick to reliable financial tracking apps or official bank websites. If a rate hits your target value, one that aligns with your goals, it may be time to act. For example, if you're holding $1 million IQD and your desired return is $10,000, 0 cents, lock in that rate if it becomes available. The foreign exchange market can shift in hours based on global events. Delaying too long could mean missing out. Avoid hype-drunk decisions. Just because a headline promises overnight wealth or whispers of secret exchange tiers doesn't make it true. If someone claims to offer better rates through private channels or backdoor deals, treat it as a scam until verified otherwise. Wealth is protected by caution, not shortcuts. Licensed financial institutions remain your safest path to a legitimate and secure exchange. And don't ignore your tax obligations. Profits made from exchanging foreign currency can be considered capital gains by the IRS. If your IQD or VND exchange results in a sizable return, it's critical to report it accurately. Working with a licensed CPA or tax professional before you exchange can help you explore options for reducing your tax liability. Some investors use trusts or reinvestment vehicles to shield portions of their gains. Whatever approach you choose, be transparent. The IRS doesn't take kindly to unreported income, and avoiding penalties is part of protecting your profits. Revaluation events don't always come with fanfare. They often unfold quietly, without bold headlines or televised announcements. That's why being prepared matters more than reacting late. If you haven't done so yet, double-check your local exchange center's business hours, ID policies, and documentation requirements. Being organized will not only ensure smoother processing, but also put you ahead of the curve when the window opens. You've held on to your IQD or VND with patience. Don't let that go to waste with a rushed or uninformed decision. Whether this is the final reevaluation event or just a powerful surge along the way, make it count. If you're new to this market, it's not too late. Take time to learn, understand the fundamentals, and decide whether this opportunity aligns with your financial goals. Today's report marks one of the most promising updates we've covered on Iraqi Dinar News. With both the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong gaining strength and international recognition, the next few days could bring pivotal changes. The question remains, will this be the last major exchange opportunity? Only time will tell, but everything we see points towards significant movement. If this update helped you or gave you clarity, please like the video, subscribe to Iraqi Dinar News, and tap the bell icon so you're instantly notified when new developments unfold. We encourage you to share this video with friends or family holding IQD or VND. It could help them avoid a costly mistake or catch the window just in time. Thank you for staying informed. This is your moment. Plan carefully, act wisely, and we'll see you again soon with the next vital update.